Hey guys, long time no see. Happy Friday. Sorry I'm a little late. I feel like, dang, I should have scheduled this to be like at 9:05 or 9:10 because I was really into this episode of Ready to Love. Okay, so Love and Marriage Huntsville is not the only show I watch on the OWN network. Well, it's just those two, really. Love and Marriage Huntsville and Ready to Love. I used to watch, I really liked the Bell Collective when it came on last season, but for some reason, I haven't been able to get into it this go around. But as you guys are coming in, you can let me know what other shows y'all watch on, or if y'all just like team Love and Marriage Huntsville. But other than that, we are going to get started. I'm going to run my intro because I paid for it. But other than that, we will be right back.
Matt Saint Quebec, man, the girl was heaven sent. Matt Saint Quebec, man, the girl was heaven sent.
Hey, my sweet babies. Thanks for joining me on another installment of Talks with Sin as we talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's been a while. The last time I talked to you guys was August 2nd. It was a Tuesday. So I'm glad that you guys are able to join me tonight on this Friday night. And I feel all right. The party's here on the west side. Okay, now tell me, did y'all just get done watching Ready to Love like I did? Because I really do like that show. I liked it ever since season 1 when it was in Atlanta. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. These beautiful Black people, professional, well-established. Like, this show got it going on. And I feel like it hasn't been the same since they've been in Atlanta. I really didn't like it when they were in Houston like that, but I got a chance to like Liz, and that was my homegirl. My homegirl Liz. And what was I can't remember. I'm trying to think the other season of, when they were in Houston and they were like, they stayed or whatever. They were in the little resort thing, so they didn't leave. That season was okay. And then last season with DC, but was it 2 DCs? Maybe no. Yeah, was it 2 DCs? Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh, it's like they all running together, but nevertheless, do y'all watch Ready to Love 2, or y'all just team Love and Marriage Huntsville? Because those are only like shows I really watch like that on. Hey Linda, good evening. So we're gonna be talking about some stuff tonight, but don't forget to remind me of anything that we forget to talk about, because I just have topics in mind based off of the interview that I don't know if y'all could see it on the little thumbnail, but the interview that Melody did, I'm gonna share on my screen in a minute too. Hey Vernita. Hey Keisha. Hey Angela from Arkansas. Wait, okay, so you are probably in the different, no, I know you're in a different time zone, but I wonder what time it is in Arkansas. What time is it in Arkansas? Oh, okay, I'll just 1 hour. All right. For some reason, my mind thinks Arkansas is like way over there by like California or something. See, it's been a while since I've been in school. Don't judge me, y'all. So yes, thanks everyone for joining me. We will be talking about this interview in particular. Let me show y'all. I wonder if y'all were able to watch. It was like really good. But I wasn't able to watch all of it, but I was able to get some gems. Oh, it's 8, so it's 9 over here. I'm on the East Coast. Let's see here. Melody interview. Y'all, let me show y'all. So y'all,
oh my God, Didi got a podcast.
So y'all can see what I'm talking about. Share my screen. And this lady, she has like a really good voice for radio. Dang, why is it blinking? All right, hold on, guys. All right, let me try one more time. It's blinking on my end. Share screen, share this again. Okay, yeah, so this is the interview, guys. While everybody's coming in, I want to maybe go to this part in particular. Because I'm like, dang, Melody is not letting any grass grow underneath her feet concerning this divorce. Like, listen to this. Hold on, let me see. If I have it at the right part.
Vegan.
Yeah. Okay. Let me scoot it back a little. All right. So basically, let me see if I can get Dee Dee talking. She asks, like, Melody, what's all the things that you do?
Talk about that.
Okay.
But let's see, you have lipstick or makeup?
I do.
Wait, you're a producer.
I am.
You're a producer.
I am a producer for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I do have a partnership with Posner Cosmetics, which has been around for a very long time. That's my lipstick line. I have a skincare line called 7th Avenue Premier Skincare. I launched it in February. It has been doing amazingly well. Natural, vegan. I work with a Black female chemist out of Dallas, actually. She's been a chemist for 18 years. And it's been doing great. I have a production company called Tilted Crowns Productions. My manager and I went in on that together. So we are constantly shooting and pitching shows. Pitching shows for that. I am an author. I have my master class that I teach as well. So I teach my students live on Monday nights. And I enjoy doing those Zooms with them. Just giving them property preservation. And then, of course, I have my children. I have my singing career that I launched last year. So I've had some singles to hit number 1. And
so I'm like, dang, Melody got it going on besides, being a mom. I'm just very, very impressed with all that she has going on. And, it'd be taking me a lot just to come on here and talk to y'all weekly. So I'm like, dang, I got to step on my game. I have no excuse. I'm not doing nearly as much as Melody. I just be lazy and stuff, but not no more. Oh, let me tell y'all, Cinquetta signed up for the Y. So, I'm going to be doing all my little fitness classes. I had Zumba on Monday. No. Body pump on Monday, Zumba on Tuesday, hip hop step on Wednesday. Thursday, I did another thing of Zumba. Today is going to be my rest day, so I can come on here and talk to y'all. And on tomorrow, I'm going to do another body pump. And then on Sunday, another body pump. So, I'm lifting weights 3 times a week. They say do that at least 3 times a week. So here we are. Cinquetta doing that 3 times a week. So I'm just like, okay, maybe that's why I got the energy to come on here and talk to y'all today. But no, I was like, I got to come up here so we can get it popping and get the discussion popping. So I wanted to talk about my notes. Okay. All right. One thing about that interview I really liked, and I feel as though Melody mentioned that I appreciate, is that now that she's single, she's really living single. Kind of like the show, We Are Living Single. Like, she's really maximizing her single season. She mentioned how she goes out of town by herself. She vacations by herself. And she's literally working on the abandonment issues because, in a way, when you think about it, like 22 is young to get married. Like, even she said that. So in a way, her and Martell kind of grew up together. So I'm thinking, just hearing that, she never really had any time for herself, because I could only imagine 22 and then like probably shortly after they start having a family. Like, that is a lot. Like, sometimes, like, like my mom, my age right now, my mom had already had all of us, me and my siblings and stuff. And I'm like, I could not imagine having 4 kids at my age. But at my age now, like my mom's age, okay, I'm at this age and I'm in now, my mom already had all of us. And just like, dang, I could not imagine having 4 kids. Like, but I don't know, it was a norm kind of thing or whatever, but it's still a lot. Like, I really couldn't, see it. But here we are. So that's one thing about it. Like, being a mom is a full-time job. So the fact that Melody is able to do all these things post it all in the midst of divorce and custody battles and agreements, I'm just like, dang, that's why I love being us. Like, I love this. So I like that she said that. Now, for anybody that's out there that's listening, I need to, y'all let me know. So this is for all you Scorpio people. All right. So Melody, the interview asked her, like, hey, would you ever like go back to ex? Have you went back with an ex? And she said, no. One thing about Scorpios is that y'all don't spin the block. Now, is that true or not? Y'all be trying to go back? And is that ever a good idea? Do you feel like exes change? Like, let's say you was dating somebody in high school, y'all move on, and then y'all like come across each other again. Like, could you give your ex a chance at that point? Or it's just like once an ex, always ex, and doesn't matter, no second chance is given? Let me know what y'all think about that. Because I'll be curious, and especially because she said she put her zodiac sign on that. Like, All right, so I want to hear from y'all Scorpio people. Y'all gotta let me know. I don't know too many, so don't have to tell me out. Okay, so yes, I know DD from Dallas, Texas. Oh, so she's in Dallas. Interesting. Doesn't she have a very good voice for radio? I'm like, dang, like her voice is very like command, like I don't know, it just sounds right. It just her voice is really, really good. Kind of like MC Light. MC Light got a very nice speaking voice, and it's very distinct. Like you know her voice when you hear it, kind of thing. So, okay, so another thing that I felt like Melody mentioned in that interview, which was very important and helpful, was that, you know, the interview was talking about how fine Martell is. But I don't know. I don't really be seeing Martell like that. I don't know. Why I don't I'm not trying to say he's like not attractive, but I just don't see it. You know what I mean? But the interviewer was talking about that, and she was saying, Melody was like, yeah, so yeah, Martell's attractive, but a lot of times people will work on their outer. So Martell will still go to the gym, make sure he probably eating right and all that other stuff. But he didn't do anything as far as like the inner work to change or to heal to make their marriage work. And I thought that was so interesting. I feel like that is kind of that's true for a lot of people, not even just men, but women as well. Like sometimes they call it like retail therapy or makeup therapy, where you feel like you can just work on the outside, or you feel like, dang, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep getting curved by these guys? And you think that it's something external, and you try to work on that, work on that, work on that, so you feel as though you can be too pretty. So you'll be too pretty to curb or to be ignored, but whole time like that still don't work, because a lot of the times it may be something inside. Of course, too, it may be something like, you know, you dating the wrong people. But you know, I felt what she was saying. Like, you know what I mean? It's fine that you're going to the gym, but what is the other work you're doing to make your inner beautiful? Like, she's smart. I like that. I like that she pointed that out. Let me see what else I have up here. Oh, that's another thing. Y'all know for the longest, I couldn't understand why Melody was kind of still on the show, because I guess I always imagined that, like, if I had a divorce with somebody, I don't even want to see you no more. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to get money with you. Let's go our separate ways. Like maybe I would spend a block, but I just don't want. I need some time, some space. Like I can't work with you no. Like I would be the person that like just say, you know how you're not supposed to work with you're not supposed to date your coworkers or anything like that. But if something like that happened, I would be the person that would quit my job and find another place to go if my ex will happen to be there. Like I don't want to see you. I don't want you to see me. Act like I never existed. So I always thought that was kind of like, wow, that Melody was still able to do the show even with Martell, like even in the midst of everything that was going through. So the interviewer mentioned that too. And she was just saying like she God didn't tell her to go. She feels though when that's like on her spirit, when she's led to leave, she'll leave. But right now, you know, she's at peace with being on the show. So thank you, Melody, for clearing that up, because I had no idea. I'm just like, dang, I would have been left this show if I was her. But, you know, she's able to navigate and move accordingly. But what y'all think? Like, okay, let's say that you were her. Would you stay on the show even though you're like your annoying, toxic ex on the show? Or would you be like, man, I gotta leave this bag here. Like, it's good. I'm all right with that. All right, another thing I want to talk about, because this is such a interesting topic. Okay, are men intimidated by a woman's success? How do you guys feel about that? That was a thing that came up where Melody was talking about like how men can be supportive of their women if they make more money or if they're doing more things out of the house and things like that. And not to be intimidated by a woman's success. Like, okay, she may not need you to buy her shoes, bags, and purses, because she can kind of do that on her own, but she still needs you for emotional support and things like that. So are men really intimidated by a woman's success? And I don't know. I feel a way about this thing in particular, because it's almost as though, or why be intimidated by a woman's success? I feel as though like if a woman is winning, outside of like the home and things like that, it's almost kind of like a hats off to the man, because in a way she feels supported and she's able to thrive, because in order to create, you have to kind of be in a peaceful environment, so the fact that Melody was able to expand and study and do all those things, like I feel like it was a testament to Martell too, if he was holding things down on the home front, so there's really no need to be intimidated, because the reverse will happen as well. Like if the man got to go to medical school and stuff like that, the woman's at home holding it down. So I don't know. Is it because of the gender that's making it kind of hard for men to accept? I don't know. I'm not a man, so hopefully a man will watch this and let us know that whole, if a man is really intimidated by a woman's success, because I really want to know. Because right now, it's a bunch of question marks. Question mark, question mark, question mark. All right. Another thing that I thought was interesting that was brought up during this interview was the whole "our side chicks winning" topic. The interviewer felt as though, I keep calling it the interview. Dee felt as though that side chicks, well, people say that side chicks are winning because they get the fun part of the man. They get, I guess, going on their trips and the outings and things like that, versus the wife that has to be with the man and go over bills and things like that and budget and all that other stuff. So do you guys think that side chicks are winning for that reason? And Melody was just like, no, I don't think so, because you still have to share a man. Like, who wants to do that, So I felt like, dang, that is a good point. But I also see what the interviewer means. And although the side chick may have the fun side of him, I don't know if the side chick is getting the real side of him. You know what I mean? Like maybe like the side chick is just kind of looked at as an amusement park, but nothing really serious. So is that, but then again, I don't know, maybe that's something that women want as well. Like some women don't want to be serious with you. So it's fine to be the side chick. Like, yeah, let's just hang out. Like, I don't want to be all serious, listen to your problems or whatever. I guess it gets tricky when the man is married. Ooh, bars. So, hey, Sandra Johnson from Memphis. I feel like you guys are an hour behind too. It's 8 where y'all at, right? If I'm not mistaken. Hey, Gloria. She said, hello, everyone. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Yes, guys, do not forget to do that. Thanks, Gloria, for shouting that out, girl. So Angela W said, depends on the man. My husband struggled with me making more money than him for years. He has finally come to terms and understands that money doesn't make a leader and that he still holds a title. I like that. So, Angela, you saying that helps me realize that it wasn't the fact that Martell was intimidated by Melody in that case. Like maybe he was using that as a reason, because your husband was bothered by it, but it don't sound like he, you know what I mean, is out here acting like Martell. He didn't like, So I get that. Like it may bother you, but it's not something that you're going to kind of mess up the marriage for. And like you said, he now he's cool and he understands that, yeah, it's not about money, Sometimes I feel like it just is what it is. And that's kind of why you take the vows too, for richer, poor, better, or worse. But they never say who richer is coming from. Could be the man or the woman kind of thing. But I guess I understand, because a lot of men find their identity in their work and money and things like that. Have you guys ever came across? Well, I know you're not Angela, but like have you ever came across a man that doesn't know what he wants to do, or he's trying to figure out his life? I guess because I'm kind of like still in that demographic. They be so mean. Or I guess if you're older and a man loses his job kind of thing, they don't know what they gonna do. They can be very mean when it comes down to that stuff. Me, when something with my job, I needed this break. You know what I mean? Like, okay, now I can do some other stuff that I want to do during the day kind of thing. But when the man's work and money is affected, like everything else is off with them, and they're not that fun to be around. So I guess I kind of understand why it would be somewhat of an issue, but like, I don't know why intimidated. That kind of, what? How do men look at us? Like, we just so, I don't know. Like, you're mad that a woman is successful, kind of thing. Don't look at the gender, just look at the success. You know, I mean, but it's probably easier said than done. Exactly. He had too much time. That's what it is. Angela, I'm glad you said that. That was one of the things that Melody mentioned as the reason why he was able to cheat in the way that Martell was able to cheat, because they were entrepreneurs. So they didn't have like a traditional 9-to-5 kind of job. You know what I mean? Because if you got a 9-to-5 job, you got 8 hours that you're supposed to be at the office kind of thing, but they didn't have that. They after a while, after working, they started doing their own businesses and stuff like that. So that whole, he had too much time on his hands is a good point. Just like, have you guys like heard how in some African cultures they're allowed to have multiple wives, and then it was like this saying that like the mom would talk to the daughter and be like, if he still has enough money to have another second wife other than you, then you're not doing it right. You're supposed to be spending more of his money so he won't have time to have a second, or he's not able to afford a second wife, because you should be buying this and that kind of thing. And I feel the same way. It's kind of like why they tell you to kind of have your kids busy into different sports and things and stuff as they grow up, so they don't have a lot of idle time to get into trouble, or they'll be so tired after soccer practice that they're going straight to bed kind of thing. So I can see that being an issue for Martell. Too much free time on his hand. Yup, he should have opened another business and another business and another business. Now, have one outside of Huntsville. Have one in Nashville. In Memphis, we just told them that's where they could expand to, instead of trying to just have a bunch of free time on your hands for a side chick. So Gloria said, Martell is annoying. He knows it. Leave Mel alone, Martell. You said she didn't satisfy you. And that's all Cat Martell is doing. He knows that Melody is the best thing that he ever had. And sometimes men don't see that until it is too late. And then sometimes also men don't realize it until another man wants their girl, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like sometimes men get kind of too comfortable until it's time for ladies' night and you put that stuff on, and then he realizes, like, dang, my girl look good. Then he, probably wants you to go no more. That's what it was. I think that's a part of it too. Because Mel's a catch. She gonna be just fine. Most of us women are, so like, but that's a good point. That is a good point. Kind of like, do you guys watch the Family Chantelle? I'll be talking about that show on my other channel, Cinquetta Talks. And that's what I realized too, kind of in their situation. Like, Pedro, you don't know how good you got it with Chantelle. Like, not a lot of women would do what she is doing, and a lot of women wouldn't stay and try to work it out. That's one thing about it. I remember, like, when I was watching the show, the brother was like, if Pedro don't want to be married no more, then let him go. It don't be that easy. Every time somebody say that, kind of lets me know, like, they probably never been in love before. They never had a deep feeling for somebody, because if you really like somebody, love somebody, it's not easy to let it go just like that. Just because they don't want you or they act in a certain kind of way. You're going to feel like, oh, maybe I can fix it. Maybe I can change this. Maybe we can work this out. Like, like, that's not just easy to walk away from. I feel like it's easy to walk away from when you don't really love the person. And when Chantelle's brother said that, that's what it kind of reminded me of. And plus, yeah, Chantelle's brother is like young. But come on now. It's not that easy. And in situations with Melody too, like even how the timeline, like I know that Martell and Arian had, I think they said, like a relationship for 7 years, right? And Melody knew for 3 of them or something like that. But nevertheless, like, I'm pretty sure Melody's thinking like, all right, we can work this out. He could stop talking to this girl, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So I just wouldn't expect somebody just to throw in the towel just so easily. I mean, I'm not gonna say easily because maybe some people really can do it, but I don't judge people who do try to stick around and try to figure it out. So I understand. Hey, Linda. So Linda said my sister went through the same situation Melody is going through. Oh wow! And did you? Well, yeah, I don't know if you want to get personal or whatever like that. But did your sister also have children? Did they also have children together and things like that? Because that's another thing. I feel like sometimes you feel like you may want to stick it through for the kids. But let me tell you, I feel as though that's not a good reason either. Because I was watching something maybe on YouTube, and they said divorce lawyers have said the day that the youngest child turned 18, the one parent be in that divorce office, that lawyer's office, the day. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, dang, that would be torturous. You know what I mean? To like be waiting until your kids get grown to like pull the trigger. Like, I feel like it's better to kind of do that sooner. But then again, like I said, some people got their own reasons. Maybe they grew up in a 2-parent household, so they want to keep that up for the kids' sake while they're still kids. But as soon as they turn adults, it's over. They be in that divorce office. It's crazy. Okay, so Linda, you said I watched the family. Chantelle, Pedro has a girlfriend. Oh yeah, that little Antonella. That, and sometimes that'd be another thing too. Why the men don't stick it out, because then they already got their backup plan or whatever. When they should be working out with their wife, you know. But it's okay. It's okay. Somebody, Chantelle is so pretty to me. So I hope she finds somebody else real good, real nice. And they had such a lovely family. I just was watching it. They was getting a baby grand piano. I'm like, oh my God, that is so, I don't know, high class and sedity. Oh, we're going to get a piano, a baby grand. Like, what? So she comes from like a very nice upbringing. And it's crazy how Pedro really trying to take credit for that. Oh, I held her down while she was in nursing school. Okay, that's what you were supposed to do as a husband. But let's not act like Chantelle couldn't just live with her parents or something like that and still get through nursing school. Like, you weren't really needed like that. So relax. So Gloria said nobody will not be able to keep Martell. He gets bored real quick and he will have to move on. That was also in the article that I talked about in not this video, but the last video about why women like the bad guys. Although they're charming, like you said, Gloria, they need their next thing. You know what I mean? They kind of believe you broken and all distraught, and then they're on to the next woman. Just like that. They'll leave you to like fix your little broken heart. So you're right. Remember that song? One man can't satisfy her. She needs one for the fire. It was like a little Jamaican reggae song. From back in the day. Well, it's not really back in the day. Let me see what song. What's it called? One man can't satisfy her. It was by I Wayne, called Can't Satisfy. Oh, that came out in 2005. Yeah. It's like giving me all the feels right now. Because you know when you think of different songs that you know from back in the day, and you think about like where you were in life and what you were kind of doing. So 2005, I was in high school. All young, naive, innocent. Couldn't wait to do my own thing and be grown. Isn't that always it? And then when you grown, just like, oh my gosh, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Like, I remember thinking like, oh, I can't wait to drive. And now that I can drive and stuff, it's like, I don't even like driving like that. Unless it's my dream car, a BMW X5 S-Drive 40i. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm going to like driving that. But yeah, just like be adulting is a lot. So Linda said BT did a discussion on why women like bad men this week. Who's BT? What's BT? BT, hold on. BT. Oh my gosh. Linda, I'm drawing a blank. What's BT again? I probably should know this. Okay, so what were some of the things that y'all think were maybe red flags in the relationship between Melody and Martell that she may have overlooked? Or y'all can share some of yours. Let's say that. What were some things? Oh, Black Titanic. Okay. All right. She did a discussion on why women like Batman. Yeah. I mean, because it's really like that. I'd be curious myself. Like, what is the whole appeal of why Sheree would want to date Martell? But not even Martell. Remember, she was dating the guy in jail. And oh my gosh, y'all, have y'all seen what's that movie with like Master P in it and he in jail? I just watched it on YouTube. And ever since then, I was just like, I don't think so. Like at first, I don't know. I was just like, I kind of understood why women dated men in jail kind of thing. Like, not that I understood, but it seemed, I don't know, normal or kind of typical. But once I actually see that movie, and I know that's just a movie and it could have been over dramatized, I just felt like, no. If I had a choice, I feel like it's different if maybe like you young or something, that's your high school sweetheart, and then he do something and you're none the wiser. But as Sheree being a reality TV star in Atlanta and was already dating a football player, why date someone in jail that can't even, because okay, I understand for everybody it's not all about money. All right, so let's take that out. But you can't even go out with him. You can't even like go to a free picnic or a free concert in a park. That's not fun. So you're gonna let all your cute clothes like go to waste in your closet? Cause I'll be waiting to wear my little cute clothes for dates and stuff. So how can you do that? And he's in jail, Sheree, come on now. That's the least you can do. But let me get that. Okay. Movie Master P was in jail. It was called Lockdown. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, it's a lot that goes into being in jail. Once I watched that movie, then if you try and get like the people that they loved involved, like, oh, can you sneak this inside from me? Like, whoa, no, y'all going too far now, and I don't appreciate it. So that's why I'm just like, I don't think it's a good idea, but to each his own. Oh, the outside child. I'm trying to tell you. All right, let me see what else I got here to talk to y'all about from that interview. Okay, yep, the outside child, that's a red flag. What's some other like red flags though? Because Melanie said red flags can look like Six Flags when you are having fun. I was like, well, that's real cute how she put that. And I do feel as though that's true. Red flags could look like red roses when you try and get to the finish line, when you're trying to, wear that white dress. So sometimes you may overlook things or you don't even see them because all you can see is the altar when dating. You know what I mean? Just like pre. I guess I can't really speak to what she may have seen in the marriage because, like, I don't know, maybe married men are different and they move different. But I feel like sometimes, like, when you're dating, you do overlook the red flags because you're just like, okay, I like him and I want him to be the one. You know what I mean? Even if he isn't the one, I'm going to make him be the one. So, yeah, that was good that she said that. All right, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about. How young is too young to get married? She said, with her being 22, she was just so young. She felt like she was very young. And I keep hearing that. What else was I watching when they was talking about like that being too young? Hold on, y'all. Was I watching something on YouTube? Yes, it's this YouTuber I watch. On here. And she was just saying, like, she had got married at 22, 23, and she was not ready. She got married, had kids, and she's like, after her divorce, she was gladly okay to be a cat lady just to have her peace again. So I thought that was interesting. See, this is stuff I like to hear, like the older women teaching the younger women. Did y'all? I got a video for y'all. Let me think how I'm gonna show it because it's a short. I wonder why this is going on in my life. I'm really like wow. Hold on, let me show y'all. I keep hearing this. Like it's something. Somebody trying to rush me into something. I just keep hearing like, wait. Maybe it's confirmation. Wait on the Lord. Your strength. Okay, history. Let me show y'all my shorts real quick. Family members and friends that knew what was going on. Are you talking about for Love and Marriage Huntsville or Chantelle? I'm sorry, we're going back and forth about a lot of things. But you right. When I did a video about Chantelle and Pedro, I don't know what Pedro issue is with Chantelle. Like, can you tell us why do you want the divorce? What has she done so bad? Like, I never heard him actually say a real complaint. Like, I never heard him say she cheated on him. I never heard him say that she was financially abusive. Like, what is the real issue? So it do kind of seem like you were in it for the green card because you're not telling us what's wrong. And if there is something wrong, then y'all can fix it. You know what I mean? If it's not an outside baby kind of situation, but people can fix that too. No shade or anything, like no judgment or nothing like that. But it's more so like, Pedro, you're not telling him what the issue is so we can fix it. Like, and I don't like that. Like, it was annoying me. You know, like, if you want, I'll just say that. And I think Chantelle was realizing that. Like, if you want to be single, just say that. Because right now, you're not making any sense. Oh, I just want a divorce. Why? You can go to counseling. And with the family situation, y'all can put boundaries on that. Because it did seem as though, because I didn't watch the show like that. I just started kind of watching it now, a whole entire episode. So I would just watch the clips that they would post that would come out. So I'm like a little familiar with it, like the past, not real in depth. And I just feel as though you can put the boundaries on your parents and family members and stuff like that to have them not in your business. Okay, so now what else is the issue? You know, you just want to be divorced just cause? That's not right. Linda. Pedro's back to his old ways scamming. Yes, and then I don't know about y'all, but it was making me think because it was like her parents knew. Her parents, tried to warn her. No. What made me think was she was like, I don't know what to do in this situation. I didn't come from a broken home. And there we go. I'm not saying you're going to be completely like your mate, but I do feel as though y'all should kind of have like the same kind of background, same kind of upbringing. You know what I mean? So Pedro's maybe not as likely to value marriage in the same way that Chantelle is because he never seen it modeled for him. You know what I mean? Maybe in Pedro's mind, he feel like, okay, if I don't like the person no more, whatever, I can just leave. That may be what was modeled to him versus Chantelle. She used to her family or her parents working things out. So that's what she wants to do. Well, that's good. I may need to make another video about that. So I say all that to say, like, I know they say opposites attract, but I feel like in the long run, you're going to do better with somebody that's like-minded like you and that will value marriage like you. So, the least maybe going forward, Chantelle, if you're ever watching this, maybe not, but who knows? If you're ever watching this one day, maybe get somebody that has a similar upbringing to you, that like who parents have been together, has modeled them an example of marriage where they want to be married and not just say it, that think marriage is a good idea. No, they actually want to do the work to be married. Like, I think that is what works. Like, and I know our parents be annoying and stuff like that at times, but sometimes they do be right, you know. Sometimes they is saying what's right. All right, hold on. Let me show y'all this. Oh, okay. Let me see what Linda said real quick. Chantelle parents had Pedro investigated. All the tea is going to come out in the next couple of episodes. Ooh. Interesting. They didn't play. It did seem as though once he was ready to get divorced, the money was going and stuff like that. And people so funny. I love y'all. I love the internet. They was just like, oh, now you got some reason to work, to stay overtime to work now that you don't got no money. I'm like, yes, right. Go ahead and mess with your little side chick now. Do all the extra overtime hours so you can stop freeloading up for her. But I don't know if he was really freeloading, but yeah, let me show y'all this. Let me show you this real quick. Linda and Peoples. I don't know if y'all seen this or not, but I thought it was very insightful. Let me make sure I could turn this up so y'all can hear. Okay.
Any advice, what would it be?
To obey my mother. I finished high school at 16, and she had planned to send me from Fort Worth back to Marshall, Texas to Wiley College, because I would have been the first grandchild of her 18 sisters and brothers to go to college. But I got married. Oh, she was so disappointed. And it took me 4 years and 4 babies to realize I was going to have to raise my husband too. So I cut my losses. I went home to my mother. And do you know, I had nerve enough to say, I'm ready to go to college now. And she says, I got no money to send you to nobody's college.
If you had to give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
So that's how it started out. They asked this woman if she could give herself some any advice, what would it be? Her younger self some advice, what would it be? And she said she would listen to her mom. And yeah, like I said, sometimes our moms be like, and moms and dads and grandparents, like they be annoying. But now that I'm older, I see that they be, if you got like, healthy parents kind of thing, or healthy family members, they want the best for you. That is all. And then sometimes, like, as you get older, you kind of like, you want it for yourself, and then if you have kids and things like that, you want it for your kids too, or like your nieces and nephews, your little cousins. And then it comes full circle. You be like, oh, okay, I get it now. Like, they weren't trying to stop my fun, they just wanted the best for me. So oh yeah, I also brought this up to say, like, okay, maybe, just maybe, getting married young is not always the thing that should be pushed like that. I mean, for the people that's working out for, great, but I could just think about my own self and be like, oh my gosh, no, there's no way. Well, through the grace of God, because I was over here thinking a marriage was supposed to be like a fairy tale. Watch too much Disney movies, okay? I didn't see nothing about no work. I just thought it was supposed to be whimsical, and you tell me how much you love me all the time, and like whatever I ask for, you're going to do, and just, it's all this, all this. But no, it's actually work and sacrifice, and think about somebody's needs before your own. And it's like you don't get no breaks kind of thing. Like, you can't like part-time your love. It's a 24/7 all-consuming thing. So I'm glad I realized that now. And I definitely know that it wouldn't be like that, my younger years. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, I would have thought something was wrong with him because he wasn't all on me. But really, it was me that was messed up or needed to be whole, you know what I mean? Before a man comes in, he'd just be an addition, a compliment, but he wouldn't be my world. I remember hearing somebody say that, like, no man should be your Jesus. And the reverse is true for men. Like, don't be, that's how come I just couldn't get, like, when somebody mentioned about Martell saying Melody couldn't satisfy him, but how? What else what else was she supposed to do? It's never going to be a person that's going to satisfy you or complete you fully. Like, I feel like that's the wrong idea to have. I feel like we were created, well, we're human, so we're going to disappoint each other regardless. I can have the best intentions, but still say something the wrong way to hurt my husband, hurt his feelings. I'm a human. I'm in this flesh. But that's where God is supposed to come in, your relationship with God. You know what I mean? He'll never leave you, never fail you, never forsake you. He's looking out for you, and he will fulfill you. Like, because once your inside is full, everything else is fine. You know, once your cup runneth over, but God is the one that replenishes you. You know, he fills you up or whatever. So I'm just like, dang, Martell, what do you want her to do? I mean, you can go to any other female. It's going to be areas or something that you can't find perfection. And I think that was a lie that was sold to us. Like I said, too much TV and too much romanticizing love, when it's really a lot of ups and downs, and sometimes when you really don't like the person, you know, but you got to like work through your flesh and your feelings and stuff like that. So I don't know. They need to, yeah. But I just had to show y'all that video real quick. Hey, S. McNeil. So you said facts to that video. This channel, let me show y'all. So just in case y'all want to check it out, it's from Samantha. Oh, I didn't see this.
A lot of us don't like black girls, right? You ever heard the term, if it ain't snowing, we ain't going? On behalf of black women across the world, I just would like to say thank you for extricating yourself from an already toxic dating pool. And as for the white women, please take him. We don't need him. We don't want him.
Ooh, yeah, no. Sorry, we're all full. We have too many toxic men. So, if it looks like an ass, we'll have to pass. That's our saying. Maybe the Hispanics will take him.
Oh, wouldn't it be funny if then they had like a Hispanic stitched dad on top of that? That would be funny. But yeah, this is from Samantha Crocker with the older lady. It just, like I said, every time I see things like this, where it's an older woman speaking, I feel like older woman teaching the younger woman. Like, you know, you just gotta listen when wisdom is being passed. Like, you know, because when you think about it, they lived the life and seen things and experienced things more than you have. You know, it's just like me talking to my little 3-year-old nephew. Like, don't do that because X, Y, and Z is going to happen. Why am I telling you this? Because I know I lived and I experienced things to tell me such. All right. I know you don't see it now, but later on you will. I feel like older people give that to us, you know? Yeah. So Linda said true facts. Yes. Okay. It depends if your parents are healthy. Yes. If you're a nurse. Right. That I had to realize that. And that's the thing too. Okay. You know, and I'm glad that we're in this generation, this season where we realize that as well. Like, just because you a family member do not mean that you get to treat me any kind of way. That's not how it's going to work. You're not about to mess with my mental health and no, okay? Not I, said the cat. So yeah. But yes, absolutely. As long as you have like people, and I feel like we all know what that looks like. But you know, for the most part, if your parents or like loved ones or whatever never steered you wrong before, and they didn't really care about your boyfriends or girlfriends and stuff like that before, but now they kind of are giving you like, hey, we don't know about him kind of thing. I know you probably really, really like him or her, but you know, you could just listen, just hear a little something. You know, I'm not saying you gotta do what your parents say, but you know, maybe just hear them out a little bit. You know, it's all up to you. So Linda said marriage is a lot of work and both parties have to work at it. Perfect. I'm glad you said that too. One thing about it is that I learned that a lot of men want wives, but not a lot of men want to be husbands. So that means like I'm going into the marriage ready to play my role, but you were just kind of coming into the marriage to benefit off my role, but you're not doing the things that you like. You're not showing up for me as a husband. The only thing that changed in a way is that you just became a married man. But for me, I learned that being a husband is a mindset shift. You know what I mean? Like now you want to cover me. Now you want to provide for me. Now you want to protect me. And not just me work my fingers to the bone to serve you. Like, that's not how it's going to work. In order for me to want to do all that, it's like you got to lay the groundwork. But you got to make it comfortable for me to come on in. You know, if you want me to be a help me, give me something to help with. You know, you want me to help build your kingdom, I already have one. And I could just add on this little decorate, make the house a home kind of thing. So I'm glad you said that both parties going to have to want it. Because I'm starting to notice a lot of times it's like just the women wanting and fighting for it. And we're not going to take that anymore. Not this new generation. We're not having it. No, no, no. Not I, said the cat. Anyway, I want to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Maybe I'll try to come back on Monday and talk to y'all because I'm pretty sure some breaking news is going to, or if there's another breaking news topic, I'll come on here. But before I wrap this up, I do want to hear, okay, because I was trying to go to the movies, but and see that new Idris Elba movie with the lions, but I haven't really got a lot of like feedback from the movie. Like I haven't heard anybody say if it was good or not. And then what I usually do is go on YouTube, look at the trailer, and then read the comments because people will come back and be like, "Oh, I just came back and seen this. It was so good," or "Oh, I just seen this and it was so bad." And usually the comments be kind of right. Like once I listen to a general consensus, they be kind of right because I seen Top Gun, Maverick. That was good. I never seen the first one, but I was like, oh, this one seemed fine. PG-13, right up my alley. Can't see too much R-rated stuff, okay? I'm not as young as I used to be. I can't have a lot of things contaminating my spirit. So PG-13, Tom Cruise, little airplane movie, that should be okay with me. And it was. And like I said, the reviews, what people said in the comments, in the trailer of the movie, they said it was really good, and they was right. I will go see that movie again. On the flip side, I want to go see Jurassic World. But before I did, the comments were very mixed. Some people said that they liked it. Some people said that they didn't like it. The people that said they didn't like it was right. Oh my God, it was right. So, yeah, I did not like that movie. It was not that good. It's like a movie that, like, a little kid could kind of see. Like, you could definitely take your 10-year-old, 11, 12-year-old, cousin or somebody like that to watch it because it wasn't nothing crazy in that movie. So I was going to ask y'all, like, if y'all seen the Idris Elba movie and if it was worth going to, and also seen Elvis, and people was like saying how in the comments people were saying how good that movie was, and that movie was just okay. And y'all know I usually like songy movies. Like I like What's Love Got to Do with It. I like Temptations. I like 5 Heartbeats. So I like movies with music in it. But I really didn't like that movie too much either. I don't know. But let me know, if I should go see the Idris Elba movie. I may wait till next week anyway. So if y'all watching this on a replay, y'all can let me know if y'all have seen it and if it's worth going to watch or not. But in the meantime, y'all, I'm about to get off and watch. I have rented White Chicks. Remember White Chicks? For some reason, what was I watching? I don't know if it just came in my head out of nowhere, but remember that song, if y'all seen White Chicks? It'd be like, everybody move your feet and be united. Oh. And it came into my head, so then that's when I went on YouTube to find it, because I never knew who sang that song. Then I was reading the comments, and it was like, White Chicks brought you here. And I'm like, yeah, White Chicks brought me here. And then I'm like, I should watch that movie. I should watch White Chicks. So I rented it last night, so I'm gonna finish watching that, and then I gotta watch my fave movie, which I got on DVD, Meet the Parents. That movie always makes me laugh, so I'm just trying to be in a happy, laughy mood. Don't nobody bring me no bad news in my whiz voice. But anyway, other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Linda, S. McNeil, Gloria, Angela, I'm scrolling up the chat, Bernita, Keisha, if y'all are still in here. But if not, thanks again for joining me, for popping in. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys again soon. Have a good night. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, all right, hold on. Okay, have a good night. Bye.